Royal Caribbean quarantine, day one. We were in Cococay today, and I started not feeling so hot, so we came back. I did our rapid test, tested positive, so we called the sick bay. We went down and I got another test, which was also positive. I now have to quarantine for the remaining 5 days of our 6-day cruise. On the bright side, it's cruise 2 of 2, so it was supposed to be the relaxing one anyway. Now that I'm positive, I can't leave the room at all. On the bright side, I get to stay in our junior suite, supposed to being moved to some sort of quarantine bay. Rachael is negative and not showing symptoms, so she can wander around the ship as long as she wears her mask, so she's currently off at dinner, hopefully apologizing profusely to our waitress Desiree, who we have now stood up 2 cruises in a row. Rachael was nice enough to bring me pizza for dinner, so I can eat that if and when I'm hungry. I have a little water bottle, my Golf Digest, and Monday Night Football's on, so I think there are worse ways to spend quarantine than this. We are at sea tomorrow, so that should be nice and boring. The next day we are in Jamaica, so hopefully I should at least have internet that day and can refresh my movie library. I am the 4th person from our party of 6 last cruise that now has tested positive for COVID, and my quarantine arrangements are probably better than theirs, so I'll take it and keep updating you.
So day 2, first full day of quarantine. Chris is over there with a fever. I'm staying away with my mimosa.
Alright, welcome to day 3. I skipped day 2 because there wasn't really much to report. I wasn't feeling great. Feeling a little bit better this morning. We've made it to Jamaica, which is very exciting. As you can see, there's the port. Rachel's out there somewhere, wandering around. We got a fun little selfie of ourselves, me on the balcony, her out in the middle of that square somewhere. I'm in a different location today. I turned our couch into a bed. See? And I laid here because I spent too much time on our bed and I was tired of it, so here I slept. I think my fever is a lot better, my congestion's a lot better. I finally had a bit of an appetite this morning for breakfast, so that was good. We ordered lunch yesterday from room service. If you want the potentially worst food on Royal Caribbean and you want to pay for it, go ahead and order room service. The chicken tenders and french fries were both pretty underwhelming. To be fair, I wasn't feeling great, so maybe that had something to do with it, but I don't know why anyone would pay to have that food delivered to your room. My 5th day of quarantine is Saturday, which is the day we get back. I was told that that means I'm not supposed to fly out on Saturday. So Royal's going to help me change my flight to Sunday, and they will reimburse a hotel, so it seems like all things are good there. Rachel's going to still fly out on Saturday so that she can take over walker duties and watch the dog. They did end up giving me Wi-Fi, and it's working now, and actually working pretty well, so that's good. They gave me room service for free, but like I said, that's pretty terrible. So I'm glad that I have Rachael to go out and get real food for me. So I'll keep relaxing today, tomorrow, the next day, apparently the next day. Hopefully I continue to feel a little bit better. Day 4. We are in Labadee today, and it looks beautiful, and I'm a little sad that I can't get off the boat. Rachael is currently out and about, I think exploring the island and seeing what she can do and what I'm missing. I have made quite a bit of progress. I'm feeling a lot better today. Still not 100%, but we're getting there. Finally worked out my travel plans, so I'm staying an extra day in Miami per, I guess, CDC suggestions, quarantine time, and then I'll fly out on Sunday instead of Saturday. And Rachel will fly out on Saturday as originally planned. I do want to say how super helpful Royal Caribbean has been during all of this. Everyone's been super helpful. There's been a lot that they've done that's been pretty great, which really makes this a lot easier. Still kind of sucks, not gonna lie, but better than it could be for sure. And they've done everything they can to do what they can to make it a little bit better. I guess I'll finish off with a shot of Labadee. It's pretty great out there. Seems like a nice place. Last full day of cruising. So that's my last vlog from the cruise ship. I'm feeling tremendously better, which is great. Royal staff has continued to be incredibly helpful. They have not been calling as much, which is nice. I think as I've gotten better, they've cared about my well-being a little bit less, which is honestly fine. Room service got a little bit better throughout the days. I ordered some different things, so I'll amend my previous recommendation to avoid them entirely. And if you have to resort to room service, pizza's a pretty good option. Just do not get the chicken fingers. They were pretty terrible. Basically anything that doesn't do well as it gets cold is probably not a good idea. We're just relaxing, enjoying our time out on the open ocean. Nothing going on out there. The room is a disaster. Really makes you miss getting hotel staff in here every day to clean it. We're mostly packed. We'll take care of all that and we'll get off the ship in the morning and then off to the hotel and Rachel off to the airport. Alright, report back in a bit. Alright, it's officially the last day of my Royal Caribbean mandated quarantine. I am spending it in a Hyatt House Miami airport, which is actually a really nice, relatively cheap hotel if you're in the area, either coming to Miami flying in or going to the cruise port. For anyone who has Royal Caribbean status and doesn't know, you can transfer your status to MGM and then transfer that status to Hyatt. So yeah, the hotel's pretty great. I somehow have a 2-room suite all to myself, a full kitchen. The process this morning getting off the ship actually went pretty well. Rachel and I waited in our room until someone came to get us around 8:30 or 9, and they kind of whisked us down to the first deck of the ship, away from everyone else getting off. Got off the ship, got our bags, waved at a CDC agent, and then we were on our way with our Royal Caribbean provided transport. The hotel's actually really cool. The room wasn't quite ready when we got here because we were so early. Breakfast is actually still being served, so the front desk held our bags and let us go eat breakfast, which was nice of them. We took advantage of that. I really just get to hang out here for the next 24 hours or so until I get to take a airport shuttle over to the airport right across the way. Not excited for vacation to truly be over, but excited to get back to a little bit of normalcy. Excited to not be trapped in the stateroom anymore, no matter how kind of luxurious it ended up being. It was definitely one of the weirder cruises I've ever been on, but all things considered, it went pretty much as well as it could have. This has been definitely a very interesting experience. So thanks for following along.